CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products, such as our can-can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American-made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com.
And now, it's time to stand for truth with the host of...
Good morning, everyone. Hey, Robin, good to see you. How is everybody? Gonna get started here really quickly. Hey, Julia, Janice, Marianne, how is everybody? Monica, Gary, good morning to you too. Hey, Susie. Hey, Marilyn, good to see you. Julia. Good to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey, Mike, Jerry, good to see you. Rhonda, Jules, Daniel, Marilyn again. Good to see everybody. Blessings to everybody. Yes. Hey, Lori, good to see you. Great morning. Great. Jules, hello. Everybody doing well today? It's one of those mornings that it's Thursday. You realize tomorrow's Friday. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. As you are inviting everybody in and retweeting this, if you will, I'm going to be reading from Proverbs 11. Dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Hey, Shauna, when pride comes, then comes shame, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless will direct his way aright, but the wicked will fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright will deliver them, but the unfaithful will be caught by their lust. When a wicked man dies, his expectation will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and it comes to the wicked instead. The hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge the righteous will be delivered. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is jubilation. All right. Hey, Chezzy, how's everybody? Hey, Linda, good to see you. Decorating for Thanksgiving today. I've seen, hey, blessed cat. Catherine, how are you? I've seen Carmen, hello. People have already put up their Christmas trees. Praise God for the reading of his word and for Susan. Thank you, Barbara. Praise God for you too. Hey, one Fred. Asher, good morning. I can't believe that people already have their Christmas trees up. What's up with that? Isn't it a little bit early for Christmas? You're wrapping gifts today? No, you gotta be kidding me. He was in the middle of a golf class, I guess. Good morning. Shauna says, good morning to all you brilliant and wonderful people. Christmas tree is up, not decorated. Oh my gosh. Hey, Robert, thank you for the flowers. Good morning. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I know. What about Thanksgiving? We just got over Halloween, right? Ugh. Not soon enough, but we just got over Halloween. Christmas after Thanksgiving. Tree is after Thanksgiving, but with a big family, wrapping starts early. I guess you'd have to. Las Vegas gals got all the trees counted. The president has you excited about Christmas. Some people on Facebook I know have 3 trees up in their house right now. I'm like, good Lord. Hey, Beck, good to see you. Have to do Thanksgiving before Christmas. I know. I mean, come on. We gotta have Thanksgiving and then we'll move into Christmas, can we? Wow. Bought a new Christmas tree this year. Had to see how it worked early. Julia, you couldn't leave it in the box any longer, right? Some of the trees are looking more real each year, I'll have to say. Hope the president lets us open the Christmas surprise drop. When our daughter was 9, she got so upset that Thanksgiving is overlooked by Christmas. Still fighting the internet. Aw, Marilyn. Merry Christmas. I never stopped saying it. Me either, Jules. Hey, Ron. Ron loves the holidays. Which the real meaning was celebrated instead of bye stuff. Fellowship is fine by me. I know, Shauna. That's the sad part. That we just forget what Christmas is all about and we go into gift buying and that's it, So it's a lot more than that. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Nick, let us know if you have any updates. Hey, Marlene. Anybody have any prayer requests before we get started? Anything? Anybody that we can pray for you, pray for yourself, pray for others. Prayers for Sherry and all in need. Okay. Praise any particular thing with Sherry, or you just want us to pray for Sherry? Half the time, 75% I'm broke anyway, Shauna said. Well, if you weren't broke before, you will be after Christmas. Good morning, Chris. How are you? You started Humira yesterday. Pray for Carmen, if you will, everybody, for her health. Also, Sherry's prayer request from the other day. Pray for Sherry. Okay, great. Pray for healing where everybody needs it. Pray for that the Holy Spirit will know what the needs of the people are before they even know what the needs are. And the Holy Spirit will heal them and give them exactly what they need. Mike said, I think libs and left want to see Thanksgiving to disappear because it revolves around family and God. Could be. Shauna said, horses, they eat me out of house and home. I know that feeling, Shauna. People say, oh, it's so great to have a horse. And it is great to have a horse because they're wonderful. But the cost that goes into them, not so wonderful. That's the big part. My mom's first night without dog last night. Oh, Jules, that's so sad. Horse upkeep is high. I know, Jules, that, just be with your mom today and prayers with your mom. I know that losing a pet, a member of the family, like we talked about yesterday. Hey, Teresa. Grandkids still in the hospital. Holcombs are burying 8 family members. Just pray. The community is being so wonderful about fundraising. Nick was talking about the update on Texas. My new grandbaby, Joshua, due 12/17. Wow, now that'll be a good Christmas present for you, Beck. My mom is so thankful for all of your prayers. Thank you. Oh, Jules, we all have our hearts and prayers for your mom. Good morning, Spencer. How are you? Pray son-in-law will change his mind about daughter getting pregnant again. Oh. How many kids already, Rhonda? So it was nice of that person in Texas to donate all of the caskets to all the people who had passed away. That's pretty darn amazing. Maybe we should find out who that man is and send him thank yous, thank you card, thank you tweet, something. Huh, that's weird, Carmen. Carmen keeps getting thrown out. Oh, one. Okay. Praise God. Absolutely, Chessie. Hey, Hugh. Good morning. Gary, good morning to you. How is everybody? Yeah, the pets do become family, Robin. That's for sure. Yes, we should. Brenda Moulton was injured in the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs shooting. She was shot in the leg and her side, causing lacerations to her liver and diaphragm. Brenda was taken to Universal T Hospital, I guess. That's amazing. God bless him. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, in Texas and other places, how they come together very quickly. I see a lot of people came in and said hi and then ran off to another scope. So we'll say bye for now to the other scope for them. Hey, Kim. Hey, Money Bless One. Good to see you. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know if you saw this morning, President Trump's granddaughter, who was speaking, I guess she was singing a song in Mandarin for China to see. She was doing a really good job. She's 6 years old. I know, a little cutie. I guess she speaks Mandarin, and I guess, it's a good time to learn when you're a kid. Getting kicked out, maybe. I don't think so, Rhonda. Not in that case. But that's okay. Her nanny speaks Chinese. Oh, probably that's why they got that particular nanny, I would say, Jerry, so she could learn Mandarin. She has done that before. Arabella has been learning Mandarin since 18 months old. Wow. Sometimes they say that's good to learn a language like that when you're young, and then others have said it's not so good to do so much at one time. What are your thoughts on teaching a young child a different language? Joseph is learning too? I would imagine, yeah. It's a big thing in the upper ultra rich. That's true, Barbara. Easier when young. Yes, it is, Jerry, for sure. Jessie said she thinks it's good. Start early. Yep, Jules saying. It is much easier when you're young. It just comes very naturally. When you get older, that's when it gets difficult. Hugh said that's awesome. Get them while they're young, Carmen said. Kids soak up languages like a sponge, Lori said. Kids' brains are sponges, yes. The younger the better. I couldn't pick it up in high school and college. Yeah, I know when I had to take a language in high school and in college, I took Latin in high school and German in college. And if I had been, a younger child learning that, it probably would have been no problem. Yeah, they figure Revelation in China will take over, or what's Rev, Barbara? I'm probably misconstruing what you're saying. But I guess, as you get older, in this globalist society that we have, that a Revelation's okay. I thought that's what you meant, wasn't sure. You took German too, Beck? Yeah, I guess they figure in this globalist market and this globalist society that we're headed towards, better to learn another language. Chinese would be good to know, Jerry said. Did you see last night when the signing ceremony in China? Did you see that with President Trump there? Being in Texas, you need to know some Spanish. Being in California, it helps too. French is universal. Ein Bier bitte. Hey, John, good to see you. China says 20 million saw Arabella's poems and songs last New Year's went viral. One beer, please. Yeah. I like sprechen die good Deutsch. Hey, Cully, good to see you. Cully left. Cully came in, Cully left. Chinese students struggling with English. Good morning, Chicago Pops. How are you? Hey, Cully, you're back again. People having a hard time staying in. Did you hear the NAACP? Yeah, that's the California NAACP that wants the national anthem done away with. Yes. Maryland. It had to be from California. It couldn't just be anybody else. It had to be California. Your mother's German? Oh, cool. Did everybody see the signing ceremony last night? That was pretty amazing. I have never heard so many people talk about billions of dollars as I did last night as they were signing all of those deals with China. It was amazing. They would have like 4 from America on one side of the table, 4 from China on the other side of the table, and they were signing deals left and right. Billions, 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 billions. It was amazing. And everybody looked pretty happy. And President Trump and the Chinese leader were overlooking everything. It's for business being done in America, Maryland, and business being done in China. I mean, it's kind of a lot of money is exchanging hands. In some ways, I wonder if President Trump is trying to, get better deals and more deals with China to get them away from North Korea and let them see that it would be more lucrative to them to come with us. Hey, Renee. Hey, Tom. Was going to watch and got sidetracked in a Twitter storm. Danielle, I'm sorry. Gosh, somebody came in a while ago. That's why I got confused. Somebody had the same name as you, whose name is Marilyn. That's very strange. And now I don't see them. I noticed that a couple of people yesterday seemed to have different, like added numbers to their names or something like that. So that's really weird. You get a billion and you get a billion. I don't understand that, Carmen. Beck accept our Congress. Yeah. Did anyone see the crybaby ceremony? Rhonda. No, I heard they did it. I didn't want to see it. Oh, Carmen means equal trade. Okay. Could be copycat fraud accounts if they change the name slightly. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Love Trump having well done cheeseburger with Heinz ketchup. Do you think Chinese has any made in a USA trinkets in their homes? I kind of doubt it. Yes, they were screaming at the sky. Maybe it was for Kobe beef burgers. Yeah, I think, my gosh, everybody is treating Donald Trump like royalty and everywhere. And it's pretty amazing. Screaming at the sky scopes. Yeah, they are screaming because it's the year anniversary of President Trump being president and Hillary didn't win. Can you guys believe that it has been a year since President Trump has been president? Pagans do what pagans do, Fred said. Hey, Sherry. I got your, I was getting ready to talk about that. Trump is amazing. It went fast. I mean, I'm telling you, it seems like it's been a couple of months. It's been a quick year. Danelle. It was a bunch of lunatics that needed locked up, Kim said. Yes, still no impeachment. Yep, super fast. Super fast. Can you imagine if Hillary had been in, we would be going, oh my God, it seems like 100 years. A year later, and the left press is still going crazy. Yep, seems like yesterday. It does back. When I realized, that it was a year, I just absolutely could not believe it. Congress better get their act together. We've been saying that for a while. Good morning, Nanette. The Wicked Witch didn't win, Robin said. That's for sure. If Hill won, you wouldn't be online. That's true. That's very true. Trump did so much good, it went fast. I know, Chris. It's been amazing. How stupid is screaming at the sky? Where's their mind? Well, John, I think a lot of them don't really feel that God is up there anywhere. So I guess going screaming for the sky is just makes as much sense as anything else. Yeah, when the left doesn't get their way, they scream until they do. Yeah, well, they think so. I don't know if anybody saw Donna Brazile last night on Tucker Carlson, but my gosh. Hey, Alexis, all it was buy my book, in my book, buy my book. And I just thought Tucker Carlson a lot of times looked like he was really going to crack up. He would try to ask her questions. Hey, Pat, she really wouldn't answer questions. Tucker dropped the ball, Cully said. That a lot of people have said that. That was a poor interview. Yeah. He should have just interrupted her and said, Donna, let's, cut the crap. We know about your book. People know about it, so we don't need to say your book anymore. Let's talk about things outside of your book. Let's ask you questions about Hillary, and let's go there. And she really didn't want to go there. When it first started, I knew that interview was in trouble because immediately she wanted to take over the interview and talk about her book. She was backtracking, nothing he could really do. That's true, Julia. And it started from the very beginning. Why bother having her? Shauna, I think they really thought she was going to talk and say something. I really do. Tucker blew a great opportunity. Nanette, I just don't think that he was ever going to get anything out of her. We called for unmasking. Alexis said she is a disgrace. Marlene said, Melania was gorgeous in her beautiful dress at school. I'm so proud that she represents America. I know, Melania, wow. The taste that she has in clothing is amazing. Think someone got to her and she caved. Could be Julia. Yep, the enemy got to her. Yeah, they said, do you like the air that you breathe, Donna? Are you feeling suicidal? But could have pinned her down more. I guess, Nanette, but she wasn't going to answer anything that was outside of the book. She made that perfectly clear. It was always in my book. And she talked about having gone there and told everybody that, oh, my book's coming out. Hey, my book's coming out. So, Robin said she's not buying her book. I would never buy a liberal's book. I wouldn't want to work for her, that's for sure. No way, Lori. Yeah, exactly, Nanette. Melania's dress was appropriate, yes. Could have pushed her harder than the Seth, are you talking about the Seth Rich comment? I'm not sure. Many conservatives think she's going to help Michelle Obama run for president and that all this book stuff is a distraction, Sherry said. That's probably true. I know everybody thinks she is going to help Michelle. Why would Sean Hannity not push her harder? It was Tucker Carlson, what I saw, Shauna. I didn't, if she was on. Yeah, no mention of Seth. Thank you to all of you who support and including me here. Yeah, Beck, we support everybody in here. Everybody in our prayers and thoughts, and we'll support as best we can. Which, about a short joke, Jules said, buy her book and support a dim. Don't think so. No. You have to understand her mind. She is a small dog. True, Alexis. She has to be careful. Hey, Euro. How are you? More indictments coming down by the end of the week. I've heard that. Haven't seen anything yet. We've been hearing everybody. What does Donna bombs mean? Basically, Euro, that she came on and she bombed last night, and the whole Tucker interview was basically a bomb. I heard 50 indictments. Yeah, the number keeps increasing on the number of indictments. I think, we just kind of have to wait and see. So, but she's trying to sell her book. So that's what it is. Yeah, you'll wait till the book comes to the Goodwill store. I don't want that book in my house. I don't want that book in my house. I don't want Hillary's book in my house. I don't want that stuff in my house. It's bad energy. Don't want it in my house. It was all about her. Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to play both sides. Donna's helping to oust Hillary. Could be. Could very well be. I think a lot of people are working to oust her. Good to use in the fireplace. I wouldn't even want to do that to the fireplace. Why buy them to support them, not me? No, hardly Pat. I don't think anybody in here really is going to do that. Donna said she has lots of mouths to feed. Well, maybe she's thinking about her kids. She's a proven liar and cheat. She said that Hillary rigged the primaries. Then she kind of backs off of that a little bit. Other staff members disagree with her. Fear. Could be, Lori. Yeah, but I just remember hearing about during all of this and it was happening how Hillary just went after Donna and just talked to her like she was a dog. Donna has to put this out there in the public so she isn't suicided. Yep, she cheated. Nanette, she did. Sit in the barn the Nobles and read it. There you go, Beck. Yeah, one mega person was reading Hillary's book out loud and could not listen. That's terrible. She is playing both sides, but remember, she is on their side. That's what she is doing. Let's hope so, Alexis. Not really backing off, but she's careful with the wording. Yeah. Well, she has to also be careful for being sued of what she's saying. Buying a liberal's book would be equal to buying the Satanic Bible, Robin said. Sounds like another pundit having a lot of mouths to feed. Send money now. Exactly. Yeah, no matter her giving up stuff, she cheated. She did. And she kind of last night on Tucker tried to give the, just saying basically that I didn't want Hillary to be blindsided, and that's why I gave her the questions. Oh, really? Okay. So it's okay to blindside the other candidate, but we don't want yours to be blindsided. Media is circling the wagons around Hillary. Yeah, think so, Cully. But it's in black and white. She said Hillary rigged the primaries. Yep. Looks like Facebook Live just went down. Facebook Live is having some issues. They're all psychological. Oh, here it's back up. There we go. Pathological. Yep. Facebook just cut. I know, Johnny, and I'm back now. She implied that maybe she cheated for the other candidates, too. Pfft. She has one foot in the grave, Kim said. Dims are the party of hypocrites. That's why she's in hiding. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty amazing to watch. I was disappointed. I was just disappointed in the whole thing. And, if Donna's afraid for her life, why is she out there just all about her book? Get out there, talk about the truth, and get help and protection if that's what you're doing. But it sounded more like she just wanted to sell the book. She does look great for her age. How old is she, Lori? I thought she looked pretty good. 1 foot. I know whoever said it. No. Oh, that was Kim who said that. Hey, Carmen. Does anybody know how old Donna is? When did cheating become okay? Exactly, mighty blessed one. 67? Wow. She isn't talking, that's the problem. Exactly, Alexis. She didn't deny feeding the questions, just said we didn't see what she may have written to others. She knew that was wrong, and she knew she shouldn't do it, but she did it anyway. Hillary should be making license plates, Gary said. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so let's go on purple hair. Let's go on to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia this morning says that 201 people are being detained in the anti-corruption movement that's going on. Oh, she's 57, Jules said. Let's see. Saudi Arabia is ordering also all of their citizens out of Lebanon immediately. And Saudis are saying that the corruption and embezzlement is worth about $100 billion. And they say that that's what they have uncovered. That's pretty big. Pretty big. So I don't know, what's going to go on. I don't know why they're ordering everybody out of Lebanon. Something's going down. Something major. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's so much going on in the Middle East right now that it's mind-boggling. And Iran, usually is right at the center of everything. And Iran is in the center of everything when it comes to biblical prophecy, too. So what started all this? Don't know, Nana. You can rape our daughters, but don't take our money. A lot of people are saying that President Trump had a lot to do, the good stuff that's coming on. Didn't they declare war on Lebanon, letting Yemen back? Who knows? Probably. Or they will. Some arrested have died. Well, one prince I know of, yes. Was a plane that was a helicopter crash too. So we'll have to see. But they say that but President Trump coming over and saying, hey, kind of get back in touch with us and let's work together. And you got to get rid of your corruption in order to do that. Now that's kind of behind the scenes talk. But it wouldn't be surprising because right after President Trump left, women get the right to drive. Jared Kushner's been over there a couple of times, so obviously something's going on, and we've exchanged a lot of deals with Saudi Arabia as well. So I think a lot of things are just people are having to clean up their stuff, and I think that also President Trump said that, if you want to be on the New York Stock Exchange, you got to clean it all up. Oh, well, when President Trump had his visit over there, that's what they get from messing with our president's Twitter. Yeah. Did you see the picture of the person they thought messed with the Twitter of President Trump, the Twitter feed? That she was, let's just say a unique young lady. Kim, did you get kicked out and back again? It's amazing that Periscope keeps kicking people out. I had a meeting with the Saudi ministry yesterday. You did? And what had happened from that? Thanks for coming back, Kim. They're being a little tough on people today. Oh, wanting to get on the stock exchange, yes. We're friends with the devil that hates us. 9/11 hijackers from Saudi. Mm-hmm. Right, they own, 30% of Twitter, something like that. All-day kickouts for Shauna. Yeah, you wonder what's going on. Let's see, in some other news. David Horsey, who is a cartoonist, he had criticized Sarah Sanders' physical appearance. And he went on Megyn Kelly's show yesterday and apologized. He said it was a sexist thing to do that because, and he didn't really, I know, Sherry, I saw that and it came back on. It's kind of weird. He didn't really take responsibility for saying that about her and saying sexist things. I know, Nanette, it's very interesting. Sarah does look great. She looks fine. He said it was a sexist thing because of the sexist world we live in. That may be true, Horsey, but you got to take responsibility when you say things disparagingly about other people, whether it's their looks, whether you call them names, whatever the case may be, you got to stand up and take responsibility. So anyway, she, I guess, just sort of let it go. God forbid you are a Christian or conservative on Periscope, but porn is okay. Seems to be, Carmen, I've seen some pretty amazing things. Know when to shut your mouth. Exactly, Jules. Yeah, some people just don't know that. Who said that about Kelly? No, David Horsey went on Megyn Kelly's show to apologize for saying that Sarah Sanders, he criticized her physical appearance. Kelly said he saw the guy, he has no man card. Yeah, I think, you can't go blaming a sexist society when you say things that are sexist or you harass women, that's on you. So, man up. Yeah, dear Lord, please let me think before I speak, Shauna said. Like Hollywood Pedro's going to rehab, still a freak. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Fusion GPS executives strike a deal to talk about the Trump dossier. Will appear before the House Intel Committee on a closed door hearing. I think that's supposed to be. Wasn't that today? I don't know. David Horsey, is he a journalist? He's a cartoonist, Nanette. I don't know who he is. We did talk about Sean needing a new tie. Was that bad? No, Barbara, it's not talking about. You didn't say that Sean Hannity was fat or ugly or something like that. That's what he was kind of doing. Jackie has hardcore last night, and I only caught last bit. Came away with 3 pervs following. Oh, that's great, Carmen. Yeah, you have to be careful about who's on Twitter and who's on Periscope. A lot of weird stuff. Well, we got the last laugh on David Horsey. We could say giddy up, I guess, Shauna. Anyway, we're at the halfway point. If you guys would please retweet this and share it, I'd love that. But I do have more than 140 characters on Twitter now. Oh, that's good. I don't know if we all do. I haven't even checked that out. Hey, Danielle, good to see you. She looks like any soccer mom who works and tries all day. David Horsey. There you go, Cully. Giddy out. Yeah, I think people need to, we teach our children very early on not to, hey, Truth Raider, not to talk down about others and not to, say things about their weight, their height, their this, their that. So we teach children to do it. Sometimes, I guess, adults need to be retaught. So you've been typing away on Twitter, Barbara. There was a daycare worker in Long Island, New York. She's been arrested after allegedly slapping a toddler. So we kind of see things around the world continuing to fall apart and going after children. Been a lot of that against children. I know there always has been. Seems to be more, which is disheartening. Gary said, right to drive. First, they need a man, boy's permission to leave the house and a male escort. That's true, Gary. In Saudi Arabia, they still do have to have a man drive with them. Twitter gave everyone 280 characters now. I'm sure we'll make use of that. So everybody has 280 characters now on Twitter, Robin said. So I'll be using that today. Hopefully I will have that. So, okay. 2 senators have put forth a bill forcing the Department of Veteran Affairs to report on any medical professional now that has been accused of a crime or committed a crime or something of that nature or did something that hurt a veteran. They want them to make a database and put all that information in a database so that these people won't be able to just go across state lines and start up a new practice without having their history follow them. And that will be great, but we gotta, there's other things we have to do too. At the same time, we have to get, hey Amanda, we need to get the databases for the military, for giving the information to the FBI, which we talked about yesterday, saying that it's a systemic problem. So obviously it's a lot of problems, a lot of places that we've got to get fixed. We've got those databases are imperative where people are going out and trying to get an ability to buy a gun. That's absolutely paramount. Any doctor or medical professional that has hurt a veteran in a VA hospital, that is absolutely paramount as well and has got to be put in a database. So I hope that goes through. They're trying to limit your speech, Hugh. I don't know if mine's 280. I'll have to see because yesterday it certainly wasn't. Yeah, so, Periscope is awful. I know Periscope's throwing people out a lot. 280 characters is great, but let's keep it pithy. Good idea, Chris. Absolutely. Yeah, Robin doesn't use Twitter. I prefer short and sweet brevity. Yeah, we're used to 140. Now we'll want more than 280 pretty soon. So the 2 senators, a Democrat in West Virginia, Senator Joe Manchin is one of them who is putting forth that bill. And also, let's see, Dean Heller, a Republican from Nevada. You like the speed limit. Yeah, like the speed limit. You get 65, now you want 70. We have 70 out here in different places. Long tweets, Hughes said. Someone tell Hillary the Dems winning too aren't a trend. They are so confident now that yesterday's win in the Democrat blue states that President Trump didn't win in anyway. They feel that that's just like, that's a sign. That's a sign that they're going to win everything in 2018 and 2020. And they'll grab that and they'll take it with them and they'll use it as much as they possibly can, you know. But we need to stay on our guard. We need to not, think that we have it in the bag either. We need to go out and do what we need to do. We need to keep promoting the president. We need to keep promoting the good things that he does. We need to point out the things that criminals can vote there too. Yeah, Cully. We need to point out the things that the left is doing wrong. What did they win yesterday? Well, they went New Jersey, Virginia, those races there. It was a warning to GOP. I believe that, Chris. It's like, while those were blue states, don't let your guard down. Don't think that you got it in the bag. Because that would be a big mistake. Hey, Josette, good morning. They've been losing so much. Any win is extra exciting for them. That's true, Hugh. Absolutely true. They'll take whatever they can get, even if it's just, something that's inconsequential. Hey, Nancy. What's that beep tone? That comes from my Android. It's an iPad telling me just, different things that are coming up, Shauna. Actually, Shauna, I'm looking at all of you in there and tape recording everything that you're saying, and I'm in your house, and just kidding. It's just my iPad. That's all it is. I bet we find the men write the most. That's it. Sorry, that's okay. They keep throwing people out. I thought it was my Android, Rhonda. You keep looking at yours. Alexa does that. That's right, Susan. Cannot take anything for granted, Josette said. Virginia is part of the swamp. Yep. New Jersey is becoming like California. Yep. And look, did you really think that de Blasio wasn't going to win in New York City? Come on. Yeah, if everybody hasn't retweeted, if you would, please. We're a little bit past the midway point, but if you haven't retweeted and shared, please do. Because we're having a hard time this morning keeping anybody in because Periscope keeps knocking them out. Thank you for retweeting. I really appreciate it. Let's see. So the man, remember the back, is it real news that McCain and HRC both have a brace on their right foot to cover a monitor brace? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, Robin, how are you? I think that, we get a lot of, do you think that Periscope is doing it on purpose? I don't know. But all I know that when I was going through Twitter Live, it seemed like I was being shadow banned. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. Okay, Hugh, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Trump doing God's work by attacking the media. Yeah, did you see that where they were saying, that the DOJ wanted to have CNN sold before they would approve that deal between AT&T, and they're saying there's no way that they're going to sell CNN. So I don't know. I don't know if that deal is going to be approved between Time Warner and AT&T. See, Rand Paul is up to 6 broken ribs, Cully said. Cully, that could kind of be because he had a fracture. Maybe they didn't know it. Maybe a hairline fracture that finally broke. I know that the man being accused said that he's, I follow you on Twitter and found yesterday that you were muted. There you go. Unbelievable. You can always get me on YouTube, too. I go at YouTube at the same time. So if you can't come into Periscope for whatever reason, you can go there. That's okay, Rhonda. But the accuser, Rand Paul's accuser, said he pled not guilty today. Mueller needs to get a handle on the leakers. Well, maybe Mueller is the leaker, Shauna. Why would he be allowing that? Getting ready for the day, but we'll keep listening. No problem, Nanette. Thank you for being here. Sad, yes. Planning a CNN funeral if it sells. Yeah. It's not going to, I guess they're just being defiant. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they will sue the DOJ. I have no idea. Imran Awan and Hina Alvi trial up to November 17th now. Not guilty. Eye rolls. I know, Shauna. I heard that the Podesta brothers were arrested. Is that true? Anyone know? That's a rumor, Josette. Robin says she's praying for Rand Paul. He's my senator. The attacker is a left-wing nut, Robin said. Rand was attacked. Oh, yes, Beck. On, what was it, Saturday, I think it was. He was mowing his lawn. Supposedly his next-door neighbor, who is a 59-year-old anesthesiologist, came over and attacked him from behind, threw him on the ground. He had 5 broken ribs. Now, Cully is saying a 6th one is coming up. And as far as, supposedly they've been a long-term feud. Who knows? As far as indictments, who's been arrested, who hasn't, if that has occurred, we have not been told that. So I don't know. Until we actually hear factual information, it's rumors. The other neighbors say it was political. Probably Lori. I mean, like Robin said, he's a left-wing nut. Reveal. Feud over foliage. Why not, Robin, right? Why not? I mean, I don't know how you could also, well, I know why he did it, but, you ran up, if this is true, you ran up and you grabbed him from behind and you threw him on the ground. I don't know. Probably people saw it, so just saying you're not guilty, and I get it, it's all the legal game, but still, please. I heard, yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to say, yep, and move on. So the man who claimed to be the first dreamer, remember him, that was deported under President Trump? He was arrested again for attempting to re-enter the United States for the 2nd time. Yeah, I wonder if Rand's security cameras caught it. I think it's probably been the most surprising out of all this is that Rand Paul mows his own lawn. That was pretty like, whoa, really? Glad to hear that he did, that he does normal things around the house, but that was shocking. I can't, this man that did that, if everything comes out and it's true, again, they're allegations, you wonder if he'll serve any jail time at all. I would say, just thinking about it, you were impressed, Bob. I was too. Just thinking about it, a man with that much money, do you really think he's going to go to jail and do some jail time? Yeah, my guess is no. Rand needs either a wall or electric fence, Fred said. Or needs to move, or just needs a gate. It was a gated community. So, you can't, what are you going to do? Lock yourself inside of a wall? Oh, wait, that's what former President Obama did. They'll put him to sleep, Robin said. I have him beat. I busted 7 once, Spencer said. Wow. When he went back to Mexico, that kid lost DACA status. Well, he hasn't figured that out yet, Shauna. You have money, you have excellent legal representation, and then you don't usually go to jail. But, you never know. 9mm in his pocket? Really, Bob? I didn't hear that. I vote electric fence, Beck said. He may need to have that. I mean, if you're in a gated community, you're gonna, the only thing left is a wall. Cannot breathe with broken ribs. Hard to hide that. Yeah. Yeah, and if you do breathe sometimes, Shauna, that's when you break the other ones. Oh, you're saying, Bob, put a gun in your... Well, Bob, in this case, the guy came up from behind, supposedly. So having a gun in his pocket's not going to do too much good. It sounds like he maybe grabbed him so he didn't have use of his arms, and that's why he hit his face, supposedly, and broke the ribs. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll hear more facts about that. But, it really was no fun at all. I had to sleep sitting up in my bed against pillows stacked in a corner, Spencer said. Whew. Had to get some coffee. Oh, come on, Pat. You went and got bacon and you didn't share with anybody else. That's not right. That's a crime. That is criminal. Rand's house is not near as huge as the neighbor's. Bet his money gets him a buyout. Great news, they're here to pick up hurricane debris 2 months later. Wow, Marlene. Alexis has cafefe. Is Rand in the 9th district? I don't know. Why would that... Human body has 24 ribs, Cully said. Woo. I like to keep mine all intact. Thank you. Tillerson said that Trump could have a formal meeting. Well, that's the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. That's appeals courts, Shauna, and that's West Coast more, California. Tillerson said he could have a formal meeting with Putin and during this Asia summit. They're looking. It says more than likely it's kind of like a pull aside, and that they're hoping that it will be a more formal meeting. So I guess they're telling the press, so the press can't go out and say, hey, Chesney, thanks for coming back. Press can't go out and say, oh, he's meeting with Putin. Look at this. Things are going on, whatever. Oh, Pat. Pat's now sharing the bacon. Thank you for sharing the bacon. Thank you for doing the right thing, Pat. Wow. Barbara broke all of her ribs at once in a car wreck. Rolled seat, belt had hell. Oh, ugh. Wow. Kind of a rollover. Yes, Chezzy. Pat had bacon and he didn't share with anyone. It's all about friends and bacon. I'm going to have bacon today, Lori said. Muslim free zone, Coley said. Don't these senators have security around their homes? I don't think so, Josette. Not unless they pay for them themselves. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming yourself this morning, Pat. Food scope. I know it always turns to food. It's a time of day. That's what it is, Let's see. The DHS ran some undercover tests at multiple airports. And the TSA, and I know this is going to shock you, but the TSA didn't do so well. Down a cement overpass 3 times. Whoa. Psalm 118, Barbara said. That's amazing, Barbara. Thank God you're still alive. God has a purpose for you, that's for sure. Karen, hey, good to see you. I got to go get bacon at the Piggly Wiggly, Beck said. We don't have Piggly Wigglies out here. Brunch. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato. There you go, Shauna. So it looks about like the failure rate of the TSA is somewhere around 80%. They wouldn't give out the exact figures, but they're saying somewhere around 80%. That's not good. Yeah. Did not die but lived to sing his praise. Amen, Barbara. They felt that's scary. Oh no, I have created a bacon monster. You have. How dare you come into a scope without bacon and then create a monster because you brought in bacon. You can't win for losing on that one. Now I'm hungry, Barbara said. I'm telling you, people, if you've never tried wrapping bacon around dates and baking them, you don't know what you're missing. I never in a million years would have tried that, but the woman made them at a party, and it was the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. Senators only have security when they are one of the leaders in the Senate, Robin said. You do yours in oven bacon. Oh, you do your oven bacon. You got to come in earlier. We get hungry. Bacon allowed on the keto diet. Ah, good to know, Rhonda. I know that Lisa's on that same keto diet. BLM, bacon, lettuce, and matters. Love dates, salty, sweet with bacon. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Also around chestnuts and pineapple. Oh my gosh. Oh. Bacon wrapped cheeseburger. I remember when Jack in the Box came out with that bacon cheeseburger or whatever. In San Diego, they were looking for, this was years ago, they were looking for people to come in and taste test those. And you got paid $50 for coming in and taste testing them. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, you'll want to go back and listen to the replay. Officially craving bacon now. Bacon is life. Yes. That's right, Nancy. It sure is. Yes, they are good in Texas. We wrap jalapenos in bacon. Oh, my gosh. That's what we should do one day is just think of every way that you could do with, yeah, I got paid $50, Rhonda, for going in and taste testing the bacon cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. That was probably in the 70s, I'm guessing. Bacon wrapped mussels, yum, Spencer said. You lost me there, Spencer, because I'm not a seafood person. I love brown sugar candied bacon. Oh, stop. Stop. Now you've gone too far. Wow. That sounds amazing. Share bacon recipes. There you go. Everybody get their bacon recipes. It's the bomb. I can only imagine, Marlene. We only eat bacon on camping trips. Oh my gosh, Jules. No. I hope you go camping about once a week. That's a win-win, paid to eat bacon. I know. Seriously. And I took like 2 bites and got my $50 and left. I mean, Yes, bacon and wrapped scallops. Ugh. Robin said just give her bacon. Hawaiian style Spam in brown sugar. Oh. Now that doesn't sound good to me, but that's just me. I don't like Spam at all. We camp, why 3 times a year? Jules, go camping more often. Please, do yourself a favor. Fried bacon. I may have to change my name to Bacon Pat. There you go. I'm going the bacon wrap, some dates. Yeah, you're going to have to do that, Gary. I'm telling you. Oh, wow. See, I don't know. I'm not a Spam person. Ugh. Okay, some more news. And also, let me just tell you on that TSA failure, the Congress called that failure disturbing. So also on there's a first self-driving shuttle bus that debuted in Nevada. I think it was in Las Vegas. And on its first voyage, there was a crash. And I guess the semi-truck crashed into it. That was a human driver of the other vehicle, and he was at fault. Minor damages, no injuries. So if there had been a human being driving that self-driven car, could that human being have avoided the accident? Spam, 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 Monty Python. Ugh. See, that's the thing about self-driving cars, because you have absolutely no control. Maybe somebody could have moved that bus out of the way, and that semi-truck wouldn't have hit into it. There's also an article out today on Facebook. The founding president of Facebook, Sean Parker, said that Facebook works overtime, I guess, to get your time and to keep you hooked. And they really try desperately to keep you hooked in and keep your time focused on them. Carmen says she can't stand the idea of self-driving anything. Yeah, it is pretty dangerous feeling. Yeah, Facebook does suck you in, sucks up your time. Chesney said they got me. Rarely go to Facebook. I don't do Facebook and encourage others not to use it. Going big in Texas. Yeah, I use Twitter more than I do Facebook, but I am on Facebook. I do my Tuesday shows on Facebook for God's Views on Political News. So Twitter sucks up my time due to politics, Shauna said. Facebook, just say no, Jules said. Probably a good idea on a lot of times. All of you who follow the Pope and what the Pope says that you should do, he has banned cigarette sales to the Vatican employees in the shop and supermarkets there. He says basically, he can't promote something that hurts people. So, and last night, the vice president was in Texas, in the vigils there, and talking to people. That was really great to see. The Pope has gone off the deep end, Pat said. Wish I had an iPad. It would be easier to do Twitter than on my phone. Any public social forum is data collection, treasure trove for government. Yes. Unfortunately, it is. Here's some news that you're not going to like. Army Private Bo Bergdahl may be entitled to as much as $300,000 in back pay and other benefits. That's being decided right now. I heard the Pope said yes to abortion. I don't think that's true, Jules. I heard that too, Nanette. I saw somebody was scoping and saying there was another shooter in Texas, but I heard nothing about that and saw nothing about it other than what was on Periscope. Yeah, if the Pope is for abortion and he says he's for abortion, then I would recommend, if you're Catholic, that you leave the church immediately. Just saying. Is there a civil suit on Bergdahl? I don't know. Should be, Jerry. There should be, from the people who lost loved ones and got injured. I was wondering about the back pay issues of that, Spencer said. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if he gets that money, then people really ought to probably reach out to him and say that money needs to go to the families and encourage him to do the right thing. I don't see that happening, but I'm just saying. I know, Pat. I don't, thanks, Chezzy. I don't know what the families will get. I mean, I would think they will get the benefits that they're entitled to when somebody is killed in action. I don't know how much that is. Spencer might know more about that. The Pope says that, Gary said the Pope promotes Islam and that hurts people. That's a good point, Gary. Catholics have done more against abortion than any other denomination. I heard about another church shooting and same day in Cali and a jumper off Trump Tower. I'm telling you, Fred, there's so much of that stuff you can't keep up with it. I mean, seriously. And half of it they don't talk about in the news. I mean, you have to kind of go and really look deep to find those things. There's other information out about an FBI counterterrorism supervisor is under internal investigation after a woman stole his gun following a night of heavy drinking in North Carolina. In a North Carolina hotel, according to documents and government officials. In July, Robert Manson, a unit chief in the FBI's International Terrorism Section, had his Glock, $6,000 Rolex watch, and $60 in cash stolen from his room at the Westin Hotel in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, who would do that? Who would steal from an FBI agent? The episode is an embarrassing mishap for the FBI as a unit chief assigned to the Bureau's headquarters. Mr. Manson oversees all terrorism investigations in the Midwest and the Carolinas. Does that make you feel safe? There you go, Beck. I think that's a good guess. Said the report, the investigators determined that the victim, Robert Manson, met a woman in the hotel bar. The prior night and took her back to his hotel room. At 6:30 the next morning, police officers were called to the hotel room. Mr. Manson was incapacitated because of alcohol, according to the police report, which he did not file himself. A fellow agent gave the report, which says the theft happened sometime between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. I know, what a shocker. I just don't know who that would have been. I can't even imagine who that would have been that took his money and his Rolex watch. I know. A lot of FBI hiring prostitutes and partying. I can't even say it, sorry. Another mishap, alphabet game. Meanwhile, it's all impossible for an ordinary citizen to get a firearm. Slipped him a roofie. Maybe, Jerry. Housekeeping. The best way to avoid maybe slipping a roofie to somebody, getting drunk, whatever, don't take somebody back to your hotel room. Just saying. I don't know. Makes sense. Kevin Spacey, according to the Hollywood Reporter, is being replaced on the movie that was due out in December. Christopher Plummer will now replace him in the role of billionaire J. Paul Getty. 3 hours or less. The drama is about the kidnapping of Getty's grandson in 73 and was scheduled to be released on December 22nd. No wonder FBI is failing to solve cases. I know, Chris. They got other things that they're involved in. This is a great power hour. Thank you, Jules. Thanks so much, Susan. Thank you, everybody. Please, everybody, if you would please retweet this, I would appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow on Veterans Day. Until then, God bless you. Take care, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for retweeting, everybody, and please retweet again. Thank you. All right, God bless everybody over on YouTube. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. God bless.